Welcome to part 3, creating the doors and windows. Just remember that strange shading error we had on the subfloor. The last one, all it was sorry, smoothing group issues here. So I just converted to an editable poly, selected all the faces, and just went to clear all, and that sorted it out. So we'll move on with the doors and windows. I'm gonna hide the floor and unhide the walls. Right, so we'll start with the front door. I'm just gonna select all the objects on the wall there, and Alt X for see-through mode, and the door layer is active. So our front doors here. Now, one thing I will say is I rearranged some of the walls here, as you'll see. I moved these back, moved this one down, and I had to move this wall out to allow for this, so I didn't end up with a nib here. The reason I did this is because remember, we created it from this measurement, this 5 meters, but obviously it wasn't the scale, and we didn't check any other measurements. So this corridor here wasn't wide enough to allow for a standard 820mm door, and it's the same with this. If I put this door in here, this wall was in the way, so it was just a little bit of rearranging, but it wasn't a huge thing. You know, you can just move your walls around or extend out the verts, or select segments and move it the same. So it's no big deal, it's just we're concept sketching, so these things are allowed, you know. Alright then, let's move on then with creating the doors first. So we'll start over here with the front door, and what I'm going to do is make sure snaps is active and just check edge segment so we can snap here to the walls. So we'll start by creating a pivoted door for the front door. So click once, drag, and then snap to the back of the wall. Click again, raise it up. Sorry, I've created a window. So go to doors, pivot, and same again. Snaps on, click, drag, snap, and there we go. So let's take snaps off. Now with the doors here, you have all these different settings. So I'm just going to check generate mapping coordinates. So you know, we've all these settings. This is just a standard pivot door, hinge pivot door. So I'm going to see that you can be a double door. We can flip the swing, flip the hinge. So we want our door opening in. So we'll flip the swing, flip the hinge to match our drawn. And the standard height of a door is usually about 2.1, and the width in this case will be 82 centimeters. So I'll go to a top view, and I'm just going to move this into position in the hallway. And you can see there why I moved out the walls, because it wouldn't have been wide enough the corridor otherwise. So that's our front door created, and you see here, I think the default door is just a flush door. So you know, we can add some panels, make it a 6-panel door. It's a front door, and you can mess around with all these. You can have glass or just bevel timber. So we'll leave it at that for the moment. Right, we'll move on now and create these other doors. So we have a door either side here. So into a top view. Now sometimes, you know, I'm gonna make sure angle snaps A is the hotkey is turned on, and I'm gonna shift rotate to create a copy rotate 90 degrees, and we'll make it an instance, and we move it into position, center it up over this wall, and yeah, as I suspected, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you can copy and just position these, and it automatically, these walls are like, it's like an interactive Boolean system when you use them in conjunction with the other AEC objects like doors, windows. So you know, you can move the door around and it'll interactively cut out the ope on the fly. And sometimes when you copy and paste and when you copy the object and move it, this happens where it doesn't cut it out. So you can play around with that. If I rotate it the other way 90, sorry, move it into position. Just check and see if it, no, it hasn't worked, so we'll just forget about that, and we'll x-ray that again, and we're just gonna have to create the door. So create a pivot door again, turn snaps on, S the hotkey, just turn off snaps again. It's just unfortunate because now we have to type it in, so it's 210 and it's 82. Top view, and move it into position. It's okay now, so we'll just flip that swing. Perfect. Now I'm going to try again, see if this will work. So I'll just shift it across, make it an instance, and it hasn't. No, it hasn't worked. So we'll just manually create it again. As I said, it's strange because sometimes it does work. I think it's just, you know, these AEC walls can be a bit finicky. Let's turn off snaps. 210, 82, and we'll flip the hinge. Now that's grand. I'll just see if we can, sometimes we can just shift drag it. Yep, that's worked fine there. Just go to a top view. I just want to make sure these two are pretty much lined up. Yep. And I'll try it again here. No, hasn't worked. I'll just continue on and do it manually. Oops, sorry. I want to activate the pivot door tool. T10 again. 82. And this one. Deactivate the snaps. 210. 82. Go to a top view and just flip the hinge and move it into position. Same with this one. Just move that into position. You always want to, on the return of a wall there, you always want to make sure that you have a nib in real life to be architrave in the frame here, in most frames. And you know, it's just good practice to leave a nib on the wall here when you have a door frame running into it. So that's those ones done. Activate snaps again and pivot door. To top view and just move it into position here. Center it up in the corridor. Yep, looks good. Now we'll just get the ensuite door here. I'll just go around this side. Activate snaps. 210. 82. Top view. So for this door here, this is a non-suite door. So usually your standard doors would be, you know, 920s, 820s, 720s, 760s. It's all different sizes, and depending on the room, you'll have a different door. So the likes of this ensuite here, you know, we can make that a 720, or a 72 centimeter, and that'll suit the space we have here. So we'll just center that up. Swings alright, hinge is okay, and that's all our doors created. So now we'll create our windows. So I'm just gonna create them now. Sorry, one door we forgot to create here was the sliding double door at the back door here. So it'll be the same height, 210, and we'll make that a 1200 door. So 120 centimeters. Top view again. Position it, and that is our sliding door. So this sliding door is a glass panel. Generate mapping coordinates. Yeah, just want to make, yeah, that's defaulted there. So you can see here, this is a sliding door, and these doors are hinged. Right, so now we'll move on to the windows. Right, for the windows we'll start here again at the front. We'll use vertical sliding windows or double hung sash windows. So generate mapping coordinates, snaps on, same as the doors. And let's see if we can get this to work. Yep, lovely. So let's go to our back view. I'm just going to delete that, and we'll set this up as we want. So chamfer profile, generate mapping coordinates is on, and sorry, that was just a video on YouTube uploading. Jump back to Max, and let me see, we'll make this a 1200 window or a 120 high, and suppose we'll make it 90 centimeters wide. think we'll just leave it with no panels, and it's a glazed window. So we'll move that up. I just want to get it the exact height of the door, top of the door frame. We can move it back to a top view. F3. I'm just going to X this out for a second. Position our window. We'll just pretty much center up in the room. We'll shift drag a copy or an instance, and we'll center that up as well. Right, so that's our first two windows created. Now we've 4 windows across the back. They're all going to be the same. We'll turn our snaps on. A sliding window, and so 120 centimeters. Ooh, 120 centimeters high, 90 wide. Turn off snaps. Go to a top view and just position it, and we'll shift drag. There's one for the bathroom, pretty much centered up. One for the second bedroom too. Oh, this is sorry, it's messing up from the shift drag. So delete that one. Let's try this again. No, I'll just delete that. And we'll just create one again. Sliding window, snaps. I don't know what's going on there. I'll just create this last window. Go to the top view. And just make sure that we're all pretty much lined up. Now, we'll just select these 4. We go to a, sorry, the right, I think it is, yep, right view. That wall is moved somehow. Let's move it back. Sorry, select these again. Two, three, 4. Three. I'll line them up with the tops of the frames again, the door frames. Alright, we'll keep working our way around now. I'm just going to rotate this, see if we can, A for angle snaps, see if we can get this to work. manually. S for angle snaps, or sorry, S for snap, and excuse me, sliding window. Drag it across, up. Oops. Turn off snaps. Move it up. Shift drag it across. Top view. Just line that up and line that up. We'll take these and I'll just line these up at the top of the frame. Another sliding window here. It's a wider window there. And these ones. Just turn off snaps. As I said, sometimes it kind of goes a bit crazy. Sliding window. Turn off snaps. Shift drag. I'll just select these two and move them up. F3 front view. Left view. I'll just change their let's see, right, 1200 and 20, and we'll have those at 1300. Yeah, sorry, 130. Move them up. Okay, so we just have another window now. Sorry, that should be moved up as well. This is just too high. So we never adjusted for the size there, so make that 120 by 130. And we move that up as well. I'm just pressing F3 there to toggle on and off the wireframe. Right, so a couple more windows to create. I'll just try and just do this a bit quicker. So it's just repeating more of the same. One there. So let's change these dimensions. 120, 90. 120, and that's going to be 130 wide, same as the other windows in the kitchen. I'm just going to shift drag that one across. Select the three of these, move them up. The reason that's happening there is because the windows are just intersecting the wall geometry kind of funny at the bottom there, and as soon as you move them up it goes away. But as I said, it can be sort of strange to work with these sometimes. Like for instance this, you just have to click on them sometimes again to refresh them. So I'll just go into it, orthographic view, and move those up. As you can see, they're not all perfectly aligned, but they're not too bad. Now I'm just going to select all of our walls, objects, Alt X, and Alt X again. Sorry, this wasn't actually on the wall layer, so I'll pop it over there now. Alt X, just make sure. Yeah. Okay, so we just seems to be having a problem here with this one. Yeah, it's fine there now. As I said, sometimes you just have to update it, refresh it to update it. So I'll just Alt X these two, top view, and which ones do we want to line this one up? Not too bad. And let's center this one up. Oops, it's moving the wall as well. Just be careful of that. That's what I did earlier. So I'll just center that one up, and that one's pretty good. It's Alt X, Alt X, and that is our windows and doors created. And later on we'll put some materials on. There'll be some glass, transparent glass in the window, so if we light it later on, maybe we'll have transparent material on the windows. Okay, sorry that was a bit longer. I'll stop it there. We'll move on to the next part. Probably the next part we'll create the roof. Alright, cheers, good luck.